God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it. What can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming. The world hopes she...
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, pretty good as he... Found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Chargers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First down, and they go back to Harris. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. They go play action now. Jackson going up top. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they Didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The Raiders heading out to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 66 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's interference. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So add 3, all told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Straight ahead is Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Chigakonkwo, a 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe This is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Devontae Wyatt busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The kick by Parkey is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, it stays up. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Personal foul. Defense.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 4. He finds Wilson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we have reached halftime and what's a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Cook again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. He'll drop to throw. Eluding under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll run for it. Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to find Calvin Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll look to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Raiders. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 27, Jackson tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, Jackson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the give, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Damian Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A give running right is Hall. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Hall ought to give up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 94 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A handoff for Hall. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Jackson on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Jackson's throw caught by Olave. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Parkey adds the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.